What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So it is springtime, which means it is time to get outside and tackle some of those outdoor projects. I'm going to be laying some concrete because I need to extend my driveway a little bit. My front yard was getting just trampled over because my driveway just wasn't, or my walkway area just was not big enough. So we're going to be extending that a little bit, and I'm going to show you guys how you can lay a little bit of concrete yourself. So let's go. So you can pretty much see what I was talking about. So pretty much from here on up, our grass was just completely trampled because people had to walk through it. As soon as you get out the car here, you just walk right into the grass. So this walkway is not long enough. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to extend it just a little bit. And then the rest of this area, I think I'm probably going to fill in with some more grass or flowers or whatnot. I actually had an idea of some pavers. I was just laying that out to see how that was going to look, but don't think I'm going to go with that at all. So don't pay attention to that. But I'm going to show y'all how we're going to do this concrete. All right, so the first thing that we have to do is frame the area where we want the concrete to go. And most of the time when you see concrete framed up, you usually see it with wood boards. But I am using this bead board and just stripping it down because we want a curve in our concrete. You really can't get a real good curve with straight boards. So that's why we went with the bead board, and the bead board worked perfectly. So I cut the bead board just a little bit wider than what we needed. And what you see Antonio doing here is just shoveling out some of the dirt because we're going to push it down in the dirt to where it is level with the other edges of the concrete. All right, y'all, so this is what we have so far. So we took the bead board and we just bended it. We put it down in the ground just to give it some more reinforcement. So our sides here are only about 2 to 3 inches, but of course we cut it bigger than that, and then we buried it a little bit and then came back with the stakes on the end and just reinforced it some more. So now we'll be able to get us a curved, a nice bend, a nice radius in the concrete. And now it's just time to pour. Now we are trying to decide if we're going to try to pour it dry. I know we are not professionals, but we have seen it done. I saw somebody actually put all of their bags in there and smooth it out and then just put water on top, and we're considering trying that, or see if we want to do it old school way and just mix every single bag, but we'll see. All right, y'all, Mr. Napier has spoken. We're going to try it dry. So I saw this dry pour technique done here on YouTube by a channel called Cajun Country Living. They just needed a slab in their yard for their chicken coop, and they poured it dry and it worked out perfect. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks easy enough. Let's try it. So the first thing that you have to do is fill your area with concrete. This area here, I believe we ended up using about 10 bags. So you fill it up and then level it out, and we are using that piece of 2x4 to get it level. All right, so not looking too bad, but we need a couple more bags. I only started off with 6, so we're gonna get 4 more because we do want to make sure that it comes up and meets the driveway. So we're gonna go grab 4 more bags real quick and then smooth it out and wet it. So after you get it all level, the next step is to take a paint roller and roll over it. The purpose of doing this is so that you can get a smooth surface on the concrete. So you're just supposed to roll over it real nice and slow, even though I'm going kind of fast here. And then once it's rolled over, you're supposed to take a garden hose on the mist setting and just mist it lightly and let the top harden, and then come back and mist it again and let the whole thing harden up. All right, guys, so it is the next day, and I just want to show you guys, this was a successful project, but a failure at the same time. But let me explain. So first, it was successful because it did exactly what we wanted it to do. I was kind of nervous that pouring it dry and then wetting it was not going to harden, but it actually did. Y'all can see here's a good look at the sides. It is just as hard. It worked out well. So this is successful because if you just need a piece of concrete around your house for whatever reason, if you want to put the trash cans on top, AC on top, a chicken coop or whatever, for whatever reason, if you might need just a single piece of concrete slab, this process works, and it works very well. But for us, we're calling it a semi-fail because it does not match smooth concrete. So what we're gonna do a little skim coat on top of it with a product called Flowcrete. What was it? It's called, I'll show y'all the name of it, but we're gonna do a little skim coat on top so we can get it to match the other concrete. So again, this was actually successful. If you need a standalone piece of slab, it works. It's easy. You pour it dry, wet it, no problem. But if you're trying to get it to be really, really smooth and match other concrete, then we should have just mixed it from the jump. But because we didn't mix it, we're gonna do something else to get it right. But that was it. I wanted to show y'all that it did work. It was successful, and I would actually do this again if I need any more concrete around the house. Definitely.